Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another episode here with your Blue Jays franchise. And right now we are sitting 1.5 game out of a wild card spot, 29-30. Red Sox, Astros, and the Rays right behind us. Royals, Angels, all still kind of in the mix there. The Tigers, they were looking for another bounce back year after they made the playoffs last year, making a push for it anyway. They thought they had a turnaround, but maybe some more work to do. Giants, just holding on to a wild card spot. Cardinals, probably looking for a rebuild there. The Rockies, Marlins, and Nationals, all far behind. So let's kick things off here. And Miles Straw out 2 to 3 months. There's our 5th outfielder. So hopefully one of the young guys can step up if there's another injury. Schneider, he's done an 11-game hit streak, and the Blue Jays just win that one 1-0. RBI for Tyler Heineman. All right, we'll take that. And trade so far. Jonah Bride goes to Tampa. Michael A. Taylor to Detroit. Ramon Laureano to the Orioles. Interesting moves there. In game 1 against the Phillies, we dropped this one as the Phillies just come out swinging. RBIs from Guerrero and Schneider. Not much else happening there. Gosman gives up 4. Game 2. Bounce back game here. Giving it right to him. Varsho with 2 home runs. And they win 7-2. Nice little revenge game there. Santander and Varsho with home runs. Getting the bats going. You love to see it. Alright. Back to 500. Blue Jays so far threatening to come back in this division. And can we win this series? Adam Macko, bruised ribs. Put him on the 15-day DL. Ooh, chance to go up late. Ernie Clement does do it, looks like. 2-1 victory. Win the series against the Phillies. Guerrero with the home run. An RBI from Clement. Wonder if we had a walk-off win then. Barrios pitched a solid gem. Now looking at TREY YESAVAGE, however you want to pronounce it. We're going to do some in-depth here. Look at 2 of our top pitching prospects in the organization. YESAVAGE, first-round pick last year. And Ricky Tideman coming off Tommy John surgery. And he's been pitching quite well in AAA. So it's nice to see. He's not going to punch a lot of guys out. More pitch-to-contact guy, but former third-round pick in 2021. He's making waves in the minors, and he could make his season debut and his major league debut this year. Let's jump on in, people. We got minor league action with AA New Hampshire Fisher Cats here, as we want to look at last year's first-round pick, TREY YESAVAGE. As the AA squad sitting at 24-30. Not where you want to see them, but we kind of want to more do in-dive depth here with the pitcher. Prospect that dropped all the way to the Blue Jays in round 1 was supposed to be a top 10 pick, so the Blue Jays are hoping he can show signs of potential. And through 9 games at AA, he is trying to find his groove. An ERA of 4.21, WHIP 1.34, 2-4 record through 47 innings pitched. Possibly making his way up to AAA this year if he can find a way to get into a groove. As Sammy Ciani leading off here for the Pittsburgh Pirates AA squad. They'll tune a curve, and that curveball is going to be caught, and that's a ground out to start things off. YESAVAGE, same as Tideman, he's not going to be a swing and miss pitcher. Going to rely on his defense a little bit more than most. Doesn't have the high velocity. 1-0 count for a splitter. Alika Williams acquired from Tampa Bay in 2023. Trying to make his mark on the Pittsburgh organization as he gets a hold of that curve, but lined right at the second baseman there. And Tamar Johnson, 1-2 counts. Trying to finish him off, 1-2-3, and he's got him. 97 up top. Way out of the zone, but swinging away. We'll take that. 1-2-3 to the curve, and YESAVAGE looks solid early on here in this prospect showcase. Alright, it looks like a sold-out park. The curve, they go with Eddie Yeen. Through 10 games, ERA just over 3. WHIP under league average. 51 strikeouts and 53 innings pitched. Walk rate is quite high though, over 10%. So let's see if the Fisher Cats can get some runs going here for YESAVAGE. 0-2 count. Looking for another punch out here. The pitch. Got him. High heat. He saw it last time. They're chasing that high heat, and he's going to challenge him upstairs. As that's a solid pitch there. If we can get more and more consistency like that out of this pitching prospect, he could be a possible future ace for Toronto in the next 2 years. 2-1 count to Malcolm Nunez. And this one chopped to third. And he's got him. 2 up, 2 down to start things off. Now a 2-2 count. Carter Benz. He strikes out. The high heat is working for him today. They can't catch up to it. And he's starting to figure that out. As he's got 3 strikeouts through 2. And he's set down 6 straight to start off this game. As he's looking pretty solid early on. An MLB top prospect list has him as an ETA of 2026. And that right now is looking to be on pace here as he is looking confident here against the curve batting order. 7 straight sat down to start this game off. 4 strikeouts. The curve trying to find out his rhythm here as they are just left in check. Now a 1-2 count to TREY Gonzalez. And this one grounded right to second. He's got him 8 straight set down here for TREY YESAVAGE. Now, he does have a decent slider as well, but his fastball is definitely his best pitch. As his curveball leaves it hanging there just enough for Jace Bowen to get the first hit of the day for the curve. And that will get their runner on base with 2 outs. Make that 2 straight hits here as the curveball again smoked. As he just has not found that consistency with the curve. 1-2 count to Williams. This one slider. Nice play by the second baseman. He's got him. So 2 hits for the curve. No runs. And so far, pretty solid start for TREY. 0-2 count. And this one high heat. Not high enough into right field. That is caught. Hanging up too much there. Leadoff man retired. Number 19 prospect in Pittsburgh's organization. Blanchard. He hits a curveball this one as well. The curveball. Everyone seems to be hitting right now. 3 hits off that. 0-2 count to Nunez. And he strikes him out. That's the curve he wants right there. That is beautiful. His 5th strikeout. 1-1 count. And this one into right. Foul territory. Can't be caught. So 1-2 count. Trying to finish him off. Got him with the slider. Slider reaching about 85 there. Little bits in between. Now Fisher Cats up 1-0. Polanco 0-2 count. High heat. Got him. 6 strikeouts through 5 innings of work so far for him. TREY Gonzalez full count. Pitch just inside, and he gives up his first walk of the day. So a man on first with 1 out. TREY YESAVAGE. Jace Bowen. 2-1 count. This one wild. And the dirt, and he's going to advance to second. Still runner in scoring position. Tie and run at second. 3-1 counts. Chop to short. Can he make the play? Throw is way too late. So that'll be an infield hit here for Bowen. Somehow the shortstop did not get that throw off. Now Sammy Ciani rips a fastball. And this is going to score the tie and run. Possibly 2 as that's all the way to the wall. And he's coming in. And he scores. Oh my goodness. 93. His pitch speed dropping a little there. Now an 0-2 count to Williams. Slider right to second. And runner advances to third. TREY YESAVAGE trying to get out of the 5th inning here. Tamar Johnson. Runner on third. Watching the splitter for a strike. 0-1 count. Next pitch. Jammed on the slider. Second baseman. Got him. So TREY YESAVAGE looking pretty solid here through 5 innings of work. But that's going to be it for his day. As they bring in Braden Fisher to replace him in the 6th. Can the Fisher Cats come back and get some offense going? Oh, come on now. Let's see. No, the bullpen gives up 5 runs here. Fisher Cats can't even get one more, so the loss goes to TREY YESAVAGE. But definitely a lot of things I liked watching him in this prospect showcase. And good signs of the future here with the first round pick in 2024. Should be making his MLB debut next season. Now we want to jump in and see what Ricky Tideman can do here, coming off Tommy John surgery, and he is killing it in AAA. May force our hands and get his call up here soon, possibly after the deadline. As the Buffalo Bisons struggling in AAA here, facing off against the New York Mets farm system, one of the best in baseball. They got Jet Williams, Ryan Clifford. We are all well familiar with New York's prospects. And they're going to Griffin Canyon playing in AAA, as he did not make the MLB squad, but he'll be a call-up for injuries for the Mets. The former Angel, not looking too shabby in AAA. Maybe he should be in the majors. And we score 1 in the first inning, so Tideman already having the lead. Now the lefty with the pitch. And chopped to third. Martinez makes the play. Well in time there. Love to see that. Nick Madrigal, former Cub and a first-round pick in the minors. 2-1 count for Donovan Walton. Tideman gets him to jam one with the changeup, and this one into left is caught. So 2 up, 2 down to start things off. Tideman, a third-round pick in 2021. One of the few lefties Toronto has in their system. Is looking to prove he can be a starting pitcher, as this one is lined off Martinez's glove, and that's going to be a hit, as that just popped up in the air off him. Hopefully he's not hurt. Now an 0-2 count to Clifford, one of the top first base prospects in MLB, just chops one to first. So the Mets farm team gets a hit. No runs here, as Tideman doing what he does best, keeping it soft contact. Now Drew Gilbert finding a way to try and climb up the ranks here, but he's just going to ground this to short. And even with his speed, he can't beat it out. Solid start for Tideman here. Kevin Parada, New York Mets #1 catching prospects. The pitch, and this one right to Tideman. He knocks it down, and he is going to get his man at first. So 2 up, 2 down to start things off here for Tideman. 3-1 counts. 3-1 count, and this one jammed right to second. He's got him. So 1-2-3 to the Mets. And Tideman is looking pretty solid to start things off. He's not going to strike out a lot of guys, but if he can keep it out of the air, that's when he's pitching best. Now Rowdy Jordan, he's going to chop one to second to start things off. And he's got him. Now Tideman coming off Tommy John. Was thinking he would make his MLB debut last year, but he is looking solid since his surgery, as he gets a nice strikeout there, lefty on lefty with that slider. That's his best weapon against lefties. It's got some movement on it. Now Madrigal, he's just going to line this one right to right field, drops right in there. And that's going to be a 1-out single, or 2-out single. Donovan Walton now, trying to get a rally going. Martinez scoops that up and force play at second. So Tideman 0 runs through 3, and he's looking solid so far, and he's had a great year at AAA. Jumping forward, Buffalo gets pumping on the Mets here, but the Mets looking for a leadoff hit, and they get it there from Starlin Marte. Tideman facing off against an MLB hitter there, gives up a single. Ryan Clifford now, watching that 2-seamer inside for a strike. 0-1 counts. And this one shot could be a double play for 1. How about 2? No, and the second baseman, for some reason there, way too slow to turn that double play. So runner on first, 1 out, Drew Gilbert. Strikes out there, the changeup, reaching 79. Definitely some good speed changes from Tideman there. About a 13-mile-an-hour difference between his fastball and changeup. Gets that one going. Kevin Parada now, man on first. Strike inside, 0-1 count. Parada just hitting 200 on the year, jams one, but right up the middle, looking like Max Scherzer on the mound with those reflexes. And the Mets still looking for their first run. 0-1 count. Bottom fifth, Luke Ritter. He's going to jam this one into the gap, and it's going to drop. As Ritter's on first now, Tideman giving up some hits in the last couple innings there. Starting to find his groove. Rowdy Jordan, 1-2 counts. And that fastball is not where he wanted it. So that one is out of here. Wow, and Tideman, he doesn't throw heat. So if he misses those fastballs, he's going to give up home runs like that. That one just over the plate too much. Tried to throw it inside. As Jordan gives the Mets a 2-run shot to cut the lead down by 1. Oh my goodness. Rowdy Jordan, someone we've had our eyes on in a possible trade scenario here. He was in our Mets organization. Could be a decent outfield prospect for some depth. Full counts. And this one into center. Makes the catch. Jonathan Clase is there. Alright, nice response after giving up a home run. Nick Madrigal now. Tideman at 53 pitches. And that one's going to be a single. Tideman so far starting to show signs of fatigue. Those velocity is dropping, giving up a lot more hits. See if he can bounce back. Now Donovan Walton. He grounds this one right past the second baseman, Josh Rivera. As that one was smoked. Change up 100 miles an hour off the bat. Ready for it. Now an 0-2 count to Marte, the pitch. And this one into right field, and caught. Runners stay at first and second. 2 outs now. Tintimandiao the fifth. Full count for Clifford. Struck him out, and that is a clutch pitch from Tideman there. As hopefully he can get one more inning in, as he's been looking pretty solid. Now Drew Gilbert leading off here, 0-2 on the day. Has not fared well against the lefty Tideman. He's got 46 hits, third on the team so far in the season, as he chops one to shorts, and that should get him. And he does. Leadoff man retired there for Tideman. Kevin Parada, 0-2 on the day. Parada waiting for a pitch, and he smokes this one. It is fair. That's going to be a double possibly there, especially with the outfielder dropping it. And that's a 1-out double, tie and run at second. That could be it for Tideman, as that's a double for Parada. No, they keep him in. All right. Some pressure on him. Let's see what he can do here. Doesn't get the call. 1-0 counts. He's starting to lose it. Next pitch. Another one. That could have been a strike. So a 3-0 count instead of a 1-2 count. And this one, another one. 3 strikes should have been called, and that's a walk. He does not like that from Blue. And he's going to get the hook here. Can't go a full 6. That last batter definitely was not his fault. All 3 should have been a strike. But that is what it is. It's baseball. It's not robot umpires. So the bullpen, here comes Richard Lovelady, the veteran lefty, trying to find a way to keep the lead for Buffalo here against the Mets AAA squad. Now Tideman, all in all, not a bad performance there, and the Bisons do get a win. But excited to see maybe Tideman starts out in the bullpen with the Blue Jays, as it doesn't look like he's going to be able to go more than 7 innings in a game. He does tire out and his velocity does drop. Might be best fit for someone out of the bullpen to start his MLB career until he can get his velocity up a little bit more. I'd like to see it around 95 instead of 92 to 90. But that's asking quite a bit, coming off a man from Tommy John surgery. But we will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the prospect showcase of Ricky Tideman and TREY YESAVAGE. Until next time, we are signing off. Wishing everyone goodbye.